Hello, music followers. My name is Mal, the music attending, here with a brand new music review. And this time is going to be since last night I did a heartbreak and a love song. This time I'm going to do a something hot and steamy, a love song. But this is definitely going to be very interesting and very awkward because I'm going to do a love song from a old movie from Disney. Okay, bef- let me explain. Let me explain before you go after me why there's no love songs on the only child friendly Disney. And yes, I know that, but there's actually one love song from a Disney movie from a movie from 1986, which, by the way, this movie was a G rating movie called The Great Mouse Detective. Yep, this G rated movie from 1986 actually had a love song. Shocking, I know. But the reason why, and if you don't know about this movie, is actually pretty great, but it's also based on a actually a different version of the detective named Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. But if I remember my research, right, Disney couldn't use uh, Sherlock Holmes or Dr. Watson since, copyright. So when they were making this movie, they actually changed their names to Basil of Baker Street, Dr. Dodson, and ooh, I'm hoping I'm saying the girl's name right. Flaversham? Flaversham. I'm I think I might be wrong, sorry. But it's up to these great detective and doctor to save London from the villain Ratigan. And still don't understand why Basil has Ratigan photo in his mantle. I don't understand that. But you're probably wondering what song that actually caused this lust review. Well, the song I'm here to review is called from this movie called "Let Me Be Good to You." Yep, this is a song that I'm going to review for the lust rating. Now, like I said, let me explain. This movie, since if I'm correct, this movie is based on London when Sherlock Holmes was still around. Sherlock Holmes and his timeline is from 1981 to 1914, which some of his tales extended to 1927. So basically, in the stories, his story took place of late Victorian and Esron, London, if my research are correct. Bear with me here. But in this movie, it's the same way. Since Basil Baker Street, aka a mouse version of Sherlock Holmes, basically a lot of showgirls are pretty bars, taverns, or even showgirls were pretty popular in that time frame. Hell, even uh, the nitty gritty, I could say. Again, I can't tell you a lot while getting in trouble on YouTube, but just say showgirls were pretty popular in this timeline of Sherlock Holmes. Hell, in this movie, they actually had a bar scene, and it still did a darn G movie. Now, the reason why I know this, and I'll explain why it's still a G rating, especially after the bar and what you guys about to see of the song. So, no more delays. Let's see how this does. Like usual, already got the video already up and running. So, let's begin. In 3, 2, 1. There she is, little girl.
Dearest
Well,
friends,
woman,
dear
actually.
gentlemen, listen to my song. Life down here's been hard for you. Life has made you strong. Let me lift the mood with my attitude. Hey fellas, the time is right. Get ready.
The beat is good, I will say that.
Boys, what you're hoping for will come true. Let me be good to you. You tough guys, you're feeling all alone. You rough guys, the best of you sailors and bums.
Go figure, poison,
all of my chums.
drugs,
So
and
dream on and drink your beer. Get cozy, your baby's here. You won't be misunderstood. Let me be good to you. Hey fellas, I'll take
oh my,
all my blues.
oh my.
Hey fellas, there's nothing I won't do just for you.
Oh dear. This is why it's a love song.
There you are, boys. It's on the house.
Uh-huh.
How very generous.
Awesome. These drinks have been drugged.
Oh dear.
Has a rather nice pipe to it.
Oh no. That's not good.
Lady, jolly good.
Dawson, get a hold of yourself.
Ooh, bravo! Bravo!
If it isn't our peg-legged friend, Dawson.
What luck!
Dawson. Dawson.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my. And ooh. Okay. One that was pretty fun. This is why this song is counts as a less song. Because the Showgirls does show a lot of how to say it, goods. And I mean goods. Now, you guys are probably wondering how the actual hell did Disney manage to do this without making it a PG movie or worse? Well, that's easy. In the movie making of the 1986, when this movie was being created, the reason why they managed to have this song in this, including the bar scene, is because a mouse, rats, and other characters that are animals only. That's why. That's why this movie is still a PG, because it's an animal doing it, not a human being. Yep. I'm not even. I'm not even going. I'm not even joking. This movie is because the animals are doing this. That's why it's still a G rating. That's why. This is why this movie is still a G rating movie. Even though I'm still trying to figure out why, though. Because if I saw this now, when I was a kid, and my parents saw it, they'd be like, why? Why the fuck? But it's still, since, since this movie is still a G rating, that's why it's still good. Still a G rating and it's still a good movie. And this is why I still feel like that this song right here is a lust song, is because it's a showgirl. And like I said, if you saw a human or not doing a dance like that, I think everyone would get hot and bothered, just like the men in this video. Not from, eh, unfortunately, not for me, since this movie is pretty old, but it is a good classic, and it's still good. For me, I'll at least give this song at least a 10 out of 10 and a whopping 75 hearts for this one. That's how good it is. But I better get going. I got another song to review soon. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!